Hello, I'm David Hutton of Plastics Today, and this is Plastic Today's Week in Review, a look at some of the top headlines from the week. We brought you news of the leadership changes at KraussMaffei Technologies. The KraussMaffei Group announced that Jörg Stech, chairman of the board of KraussMaffei Technologies since 2023 and global head of the technology divisions of injection molding, automation, and the additive manufacturing, is stepping down at his own request on March 31st. Dirk Musser, current head of group transformation at parent company KraussMaffei Group, has been appointed as acting director of the board to replace him, effective April 1st. This week, we also learned that the plastics industry thrives amid challenges driving M&A momentum. According to Stout's Plastics Year in Review report, the plastics industry demonstrated resilience in 2025, completing 345 mergers and acquisitions despite macroeconomic challenges. Stabilizing costs, improved financing conditions, and evolving trade policies set the stage for continued momentum in 2026. The report found that plastics packaging transactions jumped 19% in 2025, with 89 deals completed across consumer markets. In an exclusive video for Plastics Today this week, Dr. Dirk Musser, chief economist of the Plastics Industry Association, discussed how interest rates shape manufacturing trends. Let's take a look at a segment from that video.
Dependent. I am Dirk Musser, chief economist of the Plastics Industry Association. Today, I want to talk about something that's always making the headlines, but rarely discussed with plastics manufacturing, and that is interest rates. Let's start with the broader economy. The US economy grew 2.2% last year. That tells us that the economy largely withstood the uncertainty surrounding higher tariffs. Growth slowed, but it was sustained. At the same time, on January 28th, the Federal Reserve kept the Fed funds rate steady at its current 3.5 to 3.75% range. That pause followed 325 basis point cuts last year as the economy expanded. So what does that mean for manufacturing and specifically for plastics? Plastics product manufacturing is highly interest rate sensitive. After the financial crises, plastics grew, the output of plastics, that is, grew steadily as the housing market recovered and interest rates remained at or below 2%.
At the recent MD&M West event in Anaheim, California, we caught up with Paul Caprio, president of US and Canada at LS-Mtron. Let's see what he had to say.
All right, it's Paul Caprio from LS-Mtron. I'm president for the United States and Canada's business, and we're coming off of a record year in North America. We achieved 10% market share, and we're halfway to our goal of 20% market share in North America. And we're offering our customers and prospects a very high quality supplier at a great value. And that is getting us a lot of business because everybody wants good competitors and good competition in the marketplace. We're a full range machinery supplier, and the customers are very satisfied with what we're delivering, and they're ordering more.
LyondellBasell also announced this week it is updating its sustainability goals, targeting emissions reductions and circularity growth while balancing market conditions. The company announced updates to its 2030 climate and circularity goals, reflecting the need for disciplined capital allocation, evolving market conditions, and regulatory developments. The company said it remains committed to sustainability while ensuring its targets align with current economic realities. That's it for this week in review. Be sure to visit our website, plasticstoday.com, for more on these and other great stories.